A surge of unprecedented digital shockwaves erupted just minutes ago. What exactly triggered the sudden global frenzy surrounding BTS and Jeon Jungkook at the airport in El Paso? And why has this moment been described as one of the most intense public reactions in recent years? Within the last 6 minutes, newly surfaced social media activity, believed to be directly connected to Jungkook and the group, has ignited a wave of speculation and heightened emotional response across multiple digital platforms. The timing of the upload, occurring almost simultaneously with verified visual footage of a chartered aircraft landing in El Paso, has created a convergence of evidence that demands closer scrutiny. Observers have noted that the sequence of events appears too synchronized to be coincidental, raising immediate questions about intent, timing, and the strategic release of content. The footage itself presents a controlled yet highly charged environment. A large aircraft, identified by multiple sources as a private charter, is seen taxiing toward a secured section of the airport. Security presence is visibly heightened, with restricted access zones clearly enforced. Yet, despite these measures, the atmosphere surrounding the landing is far from sterile. There is a palpable sense of anticipation embedded within every frame, intensified by the knowledge that this arrival marks not merely a logistical transition, but the symbolic continuation of a halted global movement. Almost instantly, an Instagram reel began circulating, further amplifying the situation. The video, brief yet impactful, captured silhouettes descending from the aircraft under tightly monitored conditions. While facial details remain indistinct, the posture, movement patterns, and overall composition have led many to assert that the individuals in the footage correspond to the 7 members of BTS. The absence of explicit confirmation has not diminished the intensity of the reaction. Rather, it has fueled a more aggressive form of interpretive engagement among viewers. Particular attention has been directed toward one figure whose entrance appears slightly ahead of the others. The timing of this movement, combined with the immediate auditory response captured faintly in the background, believed to be fans calling out a specific name, has given rise to a rapidly spreading theory. Could this figure be Jungkook? The question has dominated online discourse within minutes, with frame-by-frame analyses emerging at an extraordinary pace. Simultaneously, the reported social media activity attributed to Jungkook has added a new layer of complexity. The upload, described by viewers as subtle yet deliberate, does not explicitly confirm location or context. However, the visual and temporal alignment with the airport footage has led to a surge of interpretive conclusions. The possibility that this post was released in real time, directly from within the arrival environment, has intensified the perception that audiences are witnessing an unfiltered moment of transition. The scale of the operation further reinforces the gravity of the situation. It has been widely observed that the group did not arrive alone. Accompanying them is an extensive production team reportedly exceeding 300 personnel, encompassing technical specialists, stage engineers, security units, and logistical coordinators. This level of deployment is not consistent with routine appearances. It indicates preparation for an event of exceptional magnitude. The arrival, therefore, must be understood not as an isolated incident, but as the opening phase of a large-scale execution. The impact on the local environment has been immediate and profound. Reports from within El Paso indicate a rapid transformation of public spaces, with visual elements associated with BTS appearing across multiple locations. The city's iconic landmarks have been illuminated in purple hues, a gesture widely interpreted as a symbolic alignment with the group's global identity. This visual shift has not occurred gradually. It has emerged with striking immediacy, suggesting premeditated coordination at multiple levels. Attention has now shifted toward the Sun Bowl Stadium, where preparations are reportedly reaching their final stages. Leaked images and observational accounts describe an infrastructure of extraordinary scale, featuring advanced staging systems and complex architectural elements. The construction activity, conducted continuously without interruption, reflects an urgency that mirrors the intensity of the current public response. Every component appears calibrated to support an experience that extends beyond conventional performance standards. Meanwhile, the digital ecosystem continues to react with escalating velocity. The phrase 6 minutes ago has become a central reference point, repeated across posts, captions, and commentary threads. This temporal marker functions not merely as a timestamp, but as a narrative device, reinforcing the perception of immediacy and authenticity. It creates a psychological proximity between the audience and the event, collapsing the distance between observation and participation. The emotional dimension of this reaction cannot be understated. For many, this moment represents the resolution of a prolonged period of anticipation. The group's absence, previously defined by external obligations, has contributed to a buildup of expectation that is now being released in concentrated form. The arrival in El Paso, therefore, operates as both a physical and symbolic return, carrying implications that extend beyond the boundaries of a single location. Yet, amid this intensity, critical questions remain unresolved. The identity of the individual believed to be Jungkook has not been definitively established. The origin and intent of the recent social media upload remain open to interpretation. The precise nature of the upcoming event, while broadly understood, continues to generate speculation regarding its scale, content, and potential surprises. These uncertainties are not diminishing interest, they are amplifying it. What is unfolding in El Paso at this moment is not merely an arrival, but a convergence of signals, visual, digital, emotional, and logistical, that together form a complex and evolving narrative. Each new fragment of information, whether verified or speculative, is being integrated into a rapidly expanding framework of meaning. The result is a state of heightened collective attention, sustained by the interplay between what is seen, what is inferred, and what remains unknown. As the situation continues to develop, the global audience remains fixed on every emerging detail. The airport footage, the social media activity, the scale of the production, and the transformation of the city itself all point toward a single conclusion. Something significant is underway, and its full implications have yet to be revealed. The tension surrounding this moment continues to escalate as additional fragments of visual and digital evidence begin to circulate with increasing speed across global platforms. Observers are now focusing on micro-level details within the airport footage, carefully examining body language, movement patterns, and the sequence in which individuals descended from the aircraft. Every second of the video is being analyzed repeatedly as audiences attempt to identify each figure with precision. Particular scrutiny remains directed toward the individual widely believed to be Jeon Jungkook. The figure's posture, walking pace, and timing relative to others have fueled a surge of confident yet unverified claims. Despite the absence of a clear facial confirmation, the consistency of these observations has strengthened public belief, creating a narrative that continues to gain momentum with each passing moment. Simultaneously, the broader presence of BTS in El Paso is now reinforced by multiple converging indicators. The alignment between the aircraft landing, the circulation of synchronized social media content, and the immediate mobilization of local activity suggests a highly coordinated arrival rather than an isolated occurrence. This synchronization has become a focal point of analysis, raising deeper questions regarding timing and intent. What makes this situation increasingly compelling is the absence of direct clarification.